Okay, so I just want to take a second to welcome you to the Life Change Tribe team call. We're going to be going over and chatting a little bit about what to post about. Whether you are a new coach or a seasoned coach, this is something that you can always benefit from. Just taking a look at your posts and at your page and all of your social media channels, and just looking to see if there's anywhere that you can improve. And I shared this information on an Emerald training call a few weeks ago, and just was encouraged then to go ahead and put it together for you, my team as well, because like I said, it's just so beneficial, and it's something that we always all can be constantly learning from, and just working on to just hone our craft that much more. So that, in a nutshell, is what we're going to be covering. I'm going to go ahead and start screen sharing. This should be a pretty short, quick call, because it's the information is just pretty straightforward, but it's still that important that I want to share it with you. So like I said, our goal tonight is to cover what do I post about. And, as a new coach, this was something that I personally struggled with, and it's a place where lots of us can get stuck. So I want to just give you some tips and strategies, some information just to help you so that you don't get stuck there. Or if you're feeling like you are stuck right now, that you just can gain some direction and can move forward from there. So to me, one of the most beneficial steps that I can take in any of the respects of coaching is just knowing the purpose for why I'm doing what I'm doing. And so the purpose of posting, there are really three essential purposes. One is to add value to your audience. The second is to build trust. And the third is to share what you have to offer. So you want to be constantly adding value to those that you're sharing with. If you are not giving them beneficial information, then they are not very likely to keep following you to participate in what you're sharing. And just adding value is a way just to bless and encourage other people. And honestly, that's at the heart of this company, is just caring for, loving on other people, and helping them live healthier, happier, and more fulfilling lives. And so one of the primary ways that we can do that, even before we get them plugged into the resources that we have to offer, is by giving them valuable information on our page. So that's one reason that posting is so important. That second piece, building trust. You are never going to be able to fill your challenge groups, to connect with people, to get them to try the programs and just to jump in with you if they don't trust you. So posting frequently and posting valuable information and honest information is the best way that you can start building trust with people. And so that's, our second purpose in our posts. And the third thing is just to share what you have to offer. I like to think of the Beachbody opportunity, whether it's as a challenger or as a coach, as a gift that I have to give someone. But if I don't tell them what I have to offer, if I don't invite them to it, then they're never going to know. And so that's another piece of posting. Our posts are the first step toward inviting. We're sharing those resources and tools that we're using, and we're giving everyone a peek into what it can do for their lives as well. So, if you have to be posting, you have to be sharing what you have to offer so that you can encourage others to join you. So that basically gives you the purpose of why we post. But even aside from that, what is it that you should be posting as a coach, or what is the content that you should be sharing? I like to think of my Facebook page, that's my primary social media platform, is my personal Facebook page, as a bit of a reality show about me. If somebody pulls up my page and looks at it, they're going to see not that I'm just a Beachbody coach. They're going to see sprinkling of all aspects of my life. And so that, is what your goal is when you're sharing on social media. It shouldn't just be Beachbody all the time, because nobody wants to see that. They want to know you. They want to be able to trust you and to understand where you're coming from, to hear a little bit about your story. So as you're formulating your posts, as you're coming up with ideas to post about, think about it as your own personal reality show. Now, that may seem kind of intimidating, but let me break it down for you. Honestly, if you can look at your life in all of its aspects and come up with 5 central topics, 5 things that you are going to share about on a regular basis. So for me, that there's a few of those things are faith, family, my health, motherhood, self-love, and community. That those pretty much encompass all of the different interests that I have and all of my different passions. And so from there, it makes it a lot easier to look at each of those areas and say, okay, I have shared a little bit about my fitness journey, but now I need to share something about motherhood. And having those different topics will make it much easier for you to have a good idea of what it is that you can be sharing. And I like to think of it and focus on the 80-20 rule too. Like I said before, no one wants to see all Beachbody all the time. It shouldn't be about that. That's icky. Nobody wants to follow someone like that. So focus on doing about 80% everything else and 20% Beachbody. So like I said, when you have those 5 central topics, it makes it really easy to be able to sprinkle other things in so that you're getting a good balance. Another thing that I like to do is just to make sure that I do a regular check on my Facebook page. And if I am pleased by what I'm seeing, if it would be someone I would want to follow just by going through my page, then that's a good indicator to me that I am pretty balanced in what I'm posting and I'm being authentic to myself and to my audience. So, that gives you a little bit better of an idea of what type of content that you can be sharing. You want those 5 central topics, not too much Beachbody, just make it personal, make it about you so that your followers are getting to know you. But here are a few specific tips to help you just dig a little deeper and go one step further. So I know, especially as new coaches, it can be really difficult to come up with those posts. You really want to try to do at least 3 to 5 posts every day. By doing that, you're starting to get a frequency that people are going to start noticing that you're posting, and it will show your consistency as well. But like I said, it can be troublesome to initially come up with those ideas for 3 to 5 posts a day. However, if you are consistently doing your vital behaviors, you can use those as your posts. So every day you should be doing your workout. That can be a post. You should be drinking your Shakeology. That can be a post. And you should be doing some sort of personal development. And you can write up a post about that. And with that, you already have 3 of those 5 posts for each day. And it's not something that is outside of what you're already doing. It's simple, it's something that you are already doing in your day. Just snap a quick picture, post a little blurb about it, and there you go. And then from there, pull on some of those other topics that you've defined as your passions and share about those. And you have, plenty of posts to be consistent and to be drawing some attention from your audience. Another tip is to do the one scroll audit. So this, specifically on Facebook, but it could be any of your social media platforms. And what I mean by a one scroll audit is that if you scroll through your Facebook page, or if you have a friend, your spouse, someone else, scroll through your Facebook page, they should be able to see a few important things on your page. One, that you are a coach and a mentor, that you have something for people to join, that you're on your own personal fitness journey, that you're a positive and balanced person, and that you are consistently someone who's going to be adding value to their lives. So if you in one scroll can cover all of those bases, then you are doing very well with your posting. If you are lacking in one area, maybe it's not obvious that you're a coach or a business mentor, then you know automatically, hey, I need to come up with some posts that share more about that. But that's just a good, quick way to check for balance on your page and to make sure that you are sharing significant things that are going to help build your business and to encourage others to join you. Just another little tip: make sure that you're sharing clear and balanced pictures. We all are attracted visually, probably first, especially as you're scrolling through Facebook. If you see a blurry picture or something that's not bright and colorful, then you're probably going to scroll right past it, and so will your audience. So pay attention to the types of pictures that you're sharing. And by no means am saying that you need to be a professional photographer. I certainly am not. And I know some of the things that I share sometimes can be better quality too. But just take a few minutes as you snap your picture just to make sure that it is relatively balanced, that the lighting is what you want it to be. And if it isn't, then play with some of the settings on your phone editing. That's how I do 90% of my pictures. Is I snap a picture on my phone, I tweak the settings on my phone a little bit, and then I post it. So again, it doesn't have to be something that takes a lot of time, that you have to do a lot of editing to, but just make sure that your pictures are high quality, that they're going to be attention grabbing. Also, one of the best ways that I have found to boost the interaction on my personal page is by asking questions and requesting engagement. And it can be the silliest thing to the most serious. Now, if you see down here the picture where I'm holding the jar of peanut butter, that is one of the posts that I have gotten the most engagement on. And it was just a quick little, hey guys, I am a nut butter addict. Peanut butter is my favorite. I gave them a quick little tip and said, to make sure that I'm using less, I typically melt it and then drizzle it over whatever I'm eating. What is it that you like drizzled in peanut butter or another nut butter? And I had multiple people respond, had lots of conversations started there, and that's what you want. You want people coming to your page as, one, a source of encouragement and inspiration, but just as a place that is fun, that's engaging, that's interactive. Because again, with your posts, you are giving your audience a sneak peek into what it is like to be a part of what it is that you're doing. So by sharing questions and even asking for advice, if you're picking, I've seen several people who have been picking different child carriers, and they'll ask people's opinions on that. People love to give advice. They love to be heard. So asking questions is a great way to boost that engagement and to get other people involved. And just finally, make it personal. Again, no one is going to want to follow you because you are sharing Beachbody products all the time. They aren't going to want to follow you just because you have given yourself the title of coach. They are going to want to follow you because they connect with you. They can relate to you. They see something about your personality that attracts them. And so, your first picture to them that you can encourage them to make that connection with you is your social media. So you want to be making your posts not just about you, but a reflection of you, a reflection of your life. And again, that ties back to those 5 central topics. That's why it's so important for you to really think about what's important to you and what's important to the people that you want to attract, and share those things. So you can see, like I said, I shared a few examples of my posts here. And, like I said in the beginning, I am always growing, always moving too. But these are just a few that I've gotten some really great engagement on, that I've been able to start some good conversations from, and that give a good representation of not only who I am as a coach, but who I am as an individual. So, I like to tie in those underlying themes of my life in all of my pictures. So the one up here in the corner with the purple container of grapes. Sure, I could have posted just me in the picture, just my hand, and that would have been, still a good post. But you see these little baby fingers in the picture, and it's a good indicator. Oh, hey, she's a mom, and her little one is right there with her all the time. Other moms are going to be able to relate to that. So, just some of those small little details that you might not think about otherwise are important to include in your pictures too. And I even had some people comment, oh, look at Grace's fingers here. So it's just fun that they can have that personal connection with you too. So that was one, that obviously with the containers, you want to be sharing enough information to spark people's interest without giving it all away. So you don't want them to have all of the information just from your post. That would be a little overwhelming, and that doesn't give them any reason to reach out and to interact with you. So, I didn't say anything exactly about how the 21-day fix worked or any of that. I just shared, hey, we wanted a snack, so we chose grapes instead of a handful of chocolate chips or something like that. And so this second one in the middle is actually a coaching post. So I talked about how it fits into my life. And so again, you can see my daughter in the picture. You can see that I'm not working at some office, and I'm not even working in our home office. It was just a fun little post. And again, lots of the ones with my daughter in them are showing me as a mother are ones that I get the most interaction on, because of the people that I'm trying to attract, and the people who are my niche market are moms too. So when they see another mom in the trenches and is still making it work, then it's encouraging to them. So don't discount the fact that life can be crazy with your little ones, and that sometimes you just have to plop down and do work wherever. That's a really good way to reach out to your market too, by just showing them that it fits and it works wherever. Another food post down here, and again, I could have cropped my daughter out of that picture. I could have cropped all the mess of toys out of the picture, but it's just another way to connect with moms, to connect with my market. And so that, strategic planning of your pictures like that sometimes is not only fun for you to be able to share more about your life, but it's also fun to your audience, because they get a little snapshot into what it is, what it's like to be a coach, what it's like to be a mom who is working on her fitness. And, it also gives them a more realistic picture of what your life is like. We all have a tendency to only want to post the good things on our social media, especially when we're trying to grow our following. But when we are just authentic with people and give them a good idea, a good representation of who we really are, then, that's again good to that adding value and building trust. That's what it's all about. This post over here, she's clothed with strength and dignity. A huge part of why I do what I do is to bring honor to God through taking care of my body, and through being who he wants you to be and through encouraging others. So it's important to me to share that faith aspect too. And so this post was able to tie all of those things together. And when you are sharing things like your personal development or quotes that you like, it's a great idea not to just do a image with words. That there's nothing wrong with that at all. But when you can tie it to something that is really personal to you, like I did in this picture with me in the picture, and then with the wording over it, it just is another way to make it more unique to you and to just start branding yourself just that much more. And again, we already talked about the peanut butter post. So as you are working through post ideas, don't feel like it has to be all in one little box. Get creative and try things. If you make a post and it ends up not being received very well and not very many people interact on it or engage with it, then hey, in the future probably not to make another post like that. But like my nut butter post, it may end up being something that you didn't think was going